Welcome, podcast listeners. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. We are at episode number 276. I was looking at the page there, and my brain just wasn't engaging at all.
What is numbers?
Yeah, like I know, I understand. I can, like, this stuff makes sense, but it's not working. It's not coming out the it's not coming out the face hole. So it is number 276 with the Fret Talk podcast. As you've heard, it is Mr. Matt Quine. Say hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Way! Oh, every time, just every time. Never change, man. Never change. We'll be doing this next 20 years.
Say,
time.
this joke is 5 years old at this point, and it's still going strong.
Oh shit! Like 25th anniversary, it'll be still. Yeah. Who am I? Hi, Matt. Way! Oh dear. Yeah. So Fret Talk podcast. We are doing some talking today. I don't think my brain's engaging. I'll be honest. I think I might be tired. So
it's the Fret Talk podcast.
It is. It's a Fret Talk podcast. Number 276.
Podcast about frets.
Indeed. Well, fretted things, isn't it? I'll tell you why. Because both me and my brother bought Christmas presents this week for each other, which happens to be the new Pokemon game. And
cool.
The only way that I've been able to play it is waiting until my son goes to bed, because he also wants to play it. So I've had to wait for him to go to bed and then do all of the editing for the videos that I've been doing. So I'm ending up starting to play at 10 o'clock. So I'm burning the candle at both ends here. So if I am rambly and just nonsensical, I do apologise. I'm being a massive man-child and playing a game designed for 7-year-olds, but I'm loving it. So
yeah, I mean, I can't say anything because I've asked my missus to buy me a Switch for Christmas so that I can play the new Pokemon game.
Indeed. Which one you getting? You going for Scarlet or Violet?
I'll probably go for Violet, but I'll probably actually play Let's Go Pikachu first, just because I was a Pokemon Yellow player back in 2000. Probably not. Yeah, 2000. Let's say 2001 was when I was playing it. Probably earlier than that, though, wasn't it? But yeah, so I want to have the nostalgia of seeing that, but in a 3D world, and then I will play one of the new games.
Yeah, because it basically is, isn't it? It's basically RBY kind of generation, but
yeah, just crossed with, and it's just crossed with Pokemon Go, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got that weird catch mechanic. Yes. It's one of the ones that I haven't played, and I really should, because like yourself, in 1998 when I was way back in kiddie school, I had a Game Boy and I caught all 150. Not 151, because you needed to know a guy who knew a guy. Yeah,
you had to do the trade thing, didn't you, to get Mewtwo?
Yeah. Mew.
Yeah, sorry, to get Mew, yeah.
Yeah,
and actually one of my mates has just got, and I should get Eevee because he's just got Pikachu, but there's no way I'm not getting Pikachu, which means that we'll both just find somebody else who's got Eevee so that we can, sort of. Because I think there's 4 exclusives on that version.
Yeah, if it's anything like the originals, it'll be like Bellsprout and Vulpix and stuff like that.
Bellsprout is one of them. Meowth is one of them.
Yes,
and yeah, I think Vulpix might be, and I can't remember. There's another couple, but yeah, there's not many anyway.
Yeah. I think we should probably veer away from Pokemon talk here a little bit.
I mean, I was just going to mention you can trade them with your Pokemon Go app. So if you catch the Pokemon in Pokemon Go, you can transfer them over to Pokemon Let's Go.
Shit, man, just hit me up. Even if you're not there, I've got backups and backups and backups of all of them. So I'll hook you up.
Sound.
Right.
We'll sort that out when I come to Birmingham then.
Oh shit, yeah, it's like a proximity thing. Can we not do it over the internet? Surely there's an internet.
No, you can't.
Oh, fuck it.
Possibly if you've both got the same VPN, you could connect to the same server and maybe you could do it then. I'm not sure. I haven't tried that.
This is getting complex for something that could easily be solved another way. Right, so yeah, number 276, Fret Talk podcast. We're not talking about Pokemon the entire time. We'll talk some standard stuff.
Can we do a Pokemon podcast?
I think we probably could, I think we probably could. Maybe we'll do like a little bonus, bonus Pokemon cast and see how popular it is and kind of work it from there.
Watch it get 0 listens.
Is it minus listens? How does that even work? Oh shit, man. So yeah, what have we been up to this week? Do you wanna start us off? Have you done anything?
Yeah,
mate?
I mean, to be fair, so we're probably getting into the realm of about 2 months since I touched an electric guitar.
Shit's bad.
Not much. What I did this week was I saw somebody selling a hard case for a guitar on the internet and bought a hard case because I have far more guitars than I have cases.
Yeah.
And a case came up for 20 quid, and I'm like, I don't care about the quality of it. Like, it'll be for storage reasons, and it just means that if I bump into the guitar when I'm trying to get into bed, I won't damage it.
Yeah, you're likely to damage your foot with the 20 quid case more than you are the guitar. Yeah.
But yeah, like, literally, unfortunately, fuck all in terms of actually playing the guitar.
Hey, but a case is a case.
Yep.
I mean, I bought a 20 quid case from... I think it was Guitar when I'd bought a guitar, and I said, like, have you got any cases? And they says, we've got this really like old beaten up 20 quid one, and it was a hard case. I was like, yeah, I'll go for that. They bought it out, and it was like twice as heavy as the guitar. I reckon if you take it apart, it was probably made out of solid oak. It was just, it had that vibe to it.
Yeah.
And it didn't really fit the guitar all that well. It like rattle about a bit while it was in there. But fuck, like 20 quid for a case.
Yeah, well, this is specifically for tellies and strats, and I don't have a case for my strat, so...
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, strats take a beating though, don't they? Like, strats you can leave out.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, I've got my Gibson in a hard case.
Funny that.
That was priority number one.
Yeah, I've got both of my Gibsons in hard case. I mean, they come with hard cases, which is, I mean, like, that's an insurance policy more than anything, though, isn't it?
Yeah, just so they can ship them to the place where you're going to buy them from.
Yeah. So yeah, all of the kind of the Fender style ones, the ones with bolt on necks, are all out of the cases and are just kind of out and about.
Yeah.
Because I use them as well. Like the ones that are bolt on, I tend to use more than the set neck boys.
Well, that's because the set necks probably have humbuckers in, and you hate humbuckers, don't you?
I mean, hate is a very strong word, but despise is. No, like I think I probably should. I was listening back to a bit of classic budget pedal chap content this week because Time Hop had brought up. There was a thing, lick of the week, that Mr. Andy Guitar Geek had done, and it like cropped up on my Time Hop like 4 years ago or whatever the fuck. It was like, you did this, and I was playing like the Flying V with the Bookers in, and it sounded fucking amazing. So I started like scrolling back through some of my old stuff, and I played Bookers a bit more back then. I'm like, shit, man, that tone is good. It's some good tone.
I mean, there's no bad, as long as you get the right pickups. There's no bad pickups. Doesn't matter whether it's single coil, P90, humbucker. They've all got good tone.
Yeah.
I just always veer towards a humbucker, and you seem to always veer towards a strat neck pickup.
Yeah, and that's. I mean, that
I'm
makes.
not saying it's wrong. That's just who we kind of are, isn't it? It's your personality in guitar equipment.
That's it. Yeah, and I've become a lot more kind of floaty as the years gone by. Back and this was only like 3 or 4 years ago. I was playing a lot more of a like rock style, like really kind of screaming lead tones and stuff. And I'm backing the gain off, and I'm doing the chords and shit. You know.
Yeah.
It's that kind of settling down into life. I'm not trying to prove anything no more. I'm not trying to show off all of the notes that I can play all at once.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the rule is the older you get, the less right your gain knob goes on all of your pedals and amps.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like the opposite of politics. It moves left as time goes on.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, if I ever start spacing right wing politics, just please take me out the back and shoot me. I've had the best of my days. I can't. Yeah, you can't be doing that. Can't be doing it. I don't think I ever will, to be honest, though. So, because I don't hate poor people. But hey ho. Right, so I've done some videos, as I kind of alluded to earlier this week. I've actually released one. I did a midweek boutique. Boom. That is a workshopping of a title, that is. It's kind of unofficially midweek boutique because they all fall under the No Talk All Tone like umbrella. So this week it was the JSA Dumblemore, which was very, very kindly lent to me by the wonderful and amazing Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. Check him out. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. He also lent me the SY200, which is it's in a cupboard over there. I'm scared. I haven't plugged it in. I'm scared of it.
He lent me this thing, so I threw it in the cupboard.
Yeah.
It scares me. It haunts me at night.
Indeed. It haunts me with crazy beepy boopy arpeggios.
I assume that's if it goes anywhere, that'll be on the PBOD channel, because there's no way that's a budget pedal.
No, not at all. Yeah, it'd have to be some kind of special feature, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah, I'll probably have to put it on the PBOD. The PBOD stuff I'm really busy with. I've got such a backlog. These are first world problems, aren't they? I've got so many pedals that I need to do demos on. Oh, woe is me.
I've got a question for you. Do you own a MIDI controller keyboard, like, a little one that you...
Yes, I do. Yeah. It's sat behind
So
the
I
monitor.
think what you should do, bearing in mind that Lee and Josh aren't here to discourage me,
I like this thought process.
You should use that keyboard to make some sound through the SY200 and prove to them that it's a keyboard pedal and not a guitar pedal.
That would be the greatest troll ever, wouldn't it? Like posting up a video on Pedalboards of Doom. Here's the SY200 and me just playing it through a keyboard really badly.
Yeah, just doing like 80s synth pop riffs.
That's it. But that would require me learning 80s synth pop riffs, which...
Oh, come on. They're all fucking 4 notes.
Indeed. Yeah, and then I could double up with like Ed Sheeran hooks as well. Because his are pretty much that, aren't they?
Yep.
So, sorry to any Ed Sheeran fans.
I'm sure we've got loads of those listening to our podcast.
Yeah, I think the demographic doesn't quite cross over all that much, does it? But who knows?
I don't hate his music. I also just don't particularly like his music. His music is just there.
Yeah. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's like, I don't know. It's like air. You're not like no one's really a fan of going, oh, I love this air. But you're like, it's happening.
You're not
it's
offended by the fact that it's there.
Yeah, exactly. Unless it's like fart covered air.
Do farts cover air? Is that how it works?
I don't know. What does the fart do to the air? It's like, it's not
contaminate.
Fart contaminated air. Yeah, okay.
Let's go with that.
Oh. Yeah, the metaphors are wild this week. But yeah, like Ed Sheeran stuff, much like yourself, I'm very apathetic to it. It could stop existing tomorrow, and I think it's probably take me a good couple of months before I even realised it weren't there.
Yep,
I wouldn't miss it. There's that one tune that I kind of enjoy. Well, I can't tell you what it is. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's one of his early ones that I didn't mind too much, but again, I don't even know what album it was on, let alone what it was called.
It's gonna be some mathematical symbol, isn't it? They all are.
Yeah, but I don't know which one came first.
Okay. I'm waiting
second.
for like
it'll be on one of the first 2 probably.
Yeah, add and minus subtracts. It's one of them, isn't it?
Maybe
they're all synonyms.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm waiting for like when he's doing like 2i to the power of e.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
waiting for indices, yeah, like or square root. Or will that be like the greatest hits? Is square root? I don't know. I mean, it's great marketing. If you are listening, Ed, have that for free.
Well, I think he's done equals at this point, which means the next one will probably be either more than or less than.
Yeah, yeah. And then we're gonna
You'd
go.
think.
Yeah, greater than or equal to, and then brackets, and then it's when you start getting into those like weird Greek letter like symbol like theta and stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
That's when you know he's in the latter years
when
of his career.
when he's doing epsilon, when he's got grey hair.
Oh shit, man! Yeah, so that's been my week pretty much. We've got hot take stuff this week, but we've got a special. There was a chap by the name of Ross who felt so strongly about our hot take this week that he decided to leave me a voice message on my Instagram. So we're going to have a listen to that if I can find my phone.
But I've been on this journey for about 3 years now, messing about with classic vibes. I've got about 4 of them. I use a Simon Neil classic vibe for some Biffy songs that we play live, because there's only 3 of them and they're in drop C. So for that, it is perfect. And it doesn't matter if I beat it up and like smash it around a bit. But I've always used them, I've never left them alone. I'm always tinkering with them and working out what pickups I like trying Oil City, Fletcher pickups, Allegri pickups. Like, they're a great platform for that. You can pick one up for a couple of £100. You know it's going to have a pretty solid neck on it. You might just have a couple of sharp frets you've got to sort out. And, if you know you like a modern C, 9.5-inch radius, then you can just do what you like with it. I have subsequently gone to John Shuker in the Peak District, who's one of the only guys in the UK authorised or licensed to put Evertunes on guitars. He built me a Telecaster years ago with an Evertune on it. And he's now building me my version of a custom shop, because I'm not paying $5,000 for something that's still a little bit off of a factory line in America, when I can spec every single material identical. I can have a custom colour, which is 7-Up green. I can choose the wood myself, a roasted maple neck with maple fretboard. I can put the pickups in it I want that I've worked out from my classic vibe, and the whole thing's costing me £1,500, I think. That's all go-to hardware. It's going to be easily custom shop spec for a third of the price. So I haven't really sided with either of your arguments. I think there's a market for parts casters, luthier builds, and just modding classic vibes. It's all fun. It's all a journey that I think every player should mess around with occasionally. Keep up the good work. Really love the podcast. I think I'm going to become a patron and see what rant you're going to go on for 25 minutes this week. Cheers, guys.
There we go. So I apologise for the length. It's something I've never said to a lady. But yeah, so quite a lot to digest there. But I think some of the points we'd touched upon in the podcast as well, like the using a pretty decent budget guitar as a modding platform is a great idea.
Yeah.
Those Simon Neil strats as well, I'm very jealous, because I remember those like being out and they're pretty legit. I like Simon Neil. I like Biffy.
I quite like Biffy. Unfortunately, I didn't particularly like Biffy when I saw Biffy, and then I learned that I actually quite like Biffy by watching them. They were at a festival that I was at in like 2011.
Yeah.
Kind of got into them after the festival, which is a little bit disappointing, because I'm sure I'd have been a lot more hyped had I been into Biffy before I saw them.
Yeah. I caught Biffy at Download the one year, and it was not the right crowd for him at all. There were so many people like who were just being shit to Biffy because it was like a Download crowd, like massive metalhead kind of crowd.
Yeah, I mean this was Sonosphere, so this is more metal than Download fans.
Yeah. And
Biffy are headlining the second night, and I'm like, it's not really the right crowd for it. And like I say, I really enjoyed them, But there was a lot of people going like, "This is pop music. What the fuck's it doing at a metal festival, a touring metal festival?" Which I kind of get.
Yeah. I mean, to say Biffy is pop music is really reductive because they are.
Oh, it is. It's. I mean, I like that. It's definitely not. It's definitely modern rock. It's just. It's not quite Slipknot and Metallica, which were the other two headliners. It's not quite far that way towards metal.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. It reminded me. I got in an argument in a Facebook group that I really shouldn't have been arguing in about the Beatles earlier this week. And it was basically it was a like a shitty metalhead who was basically saying like the Beatles sucked. I was like, oh yeah, good for you. Like really original opinion there. It makes you so edgy. And like I'd come up with reasons why I thought like it's again a really reductive statement, and like the history of music really wouldn't have been the same without the Beatles. Like regardless of whether you're a fan or not.
Yeah, you've got to. You have to appreciate. Like, when I was younger, I didn't particularly. I knew about 4 Beatles songs, and they all suck ass. It's like fucking the ones that everybody knows. Hey Jude, Yellow Submarine. They're fucking they're awful songs. Yeah. But they have some really good stuff that you find later on. But even back then, I knew the fact that without the Beatles, we wouldn't have half the recording techniques that we've got now, and you also wouldn't have half the people playing guitar that you've got now because they were so influential. So you can never argue that they're shit or that they're pointless and music would be fine if they didn't exist, because that's just objectively false.
Yeah, and it's that, isn't it? It's that. Like as much as you might not vibe with their music, and that's fine. Like a lot of their early stuff is very, very dated because it's that kind of
rock and roll, isn't it?
Yeah, clean cut kind of rock and roll look. Although back then it would have been as extreme as watching Metallica or whatever.
Yeah,
but like by today's standard, it's really kind of clean and jangly pop. And then they got into drugs, and then like their music got crazy. But that whole process, that whole like transformation from these clean cut rock and roll like pop guys to like full on stoner hippies, that kind of shaped music, didn't it? Really, it shaped the way for pop music. Shit, we were talking about the hot take, weren't we? We were. Fuck it.
We were talking about last.
Yeah. Biffy Clyro awesome. The Beatles, for me, the Beatles fucking rule just because of just like even the early jangly pop stuff. It wasn't just here's some diatonic chords.
The best thing for me is like even early on, the 12-bar blues influenced stuff was never 12-bar. Like there was always either like, you know, a chord that wasn't supposed to be there in 12-bar or whatever. They were always trying to push the boundaries right from the very start. So yeah. Like I've learned to appreciate them the older that I've got.
Yeah, and the harmonies as well. Fuck me, the harmonies weren't just you stacked thirds going along. They were
just really really good.
Yeah, for me, if you say the Beatles suck, you're not looking hard enough. Is basically
or your opinion doesn't matter to me because you clearly can't hear.
Yeah, like your ears ain't no good. But like I can understand why some people don't like the Beatles, but it was very much like dumbass fucking metalhead was being a dumbass fucking metalhead and going, oh, the Beatles are. And I indulged that for much longer than I should have. So, yeah, I had a bit of fun this week, but that's got nothing to do with the channel, and I didn't do it as part. I didn't do it in the BudgetPedalChap. Yeah, like on my page or anything like that. I did it as myself. So it's out there in the ether. It's gone forever now. It was a fun afternoon. But yeah, so. Back to the hot take. There's so many stipulations to that hot take which go yes, but the actual phrasing of the hot take was genius on Josh's behalf, because it was parts casters are great budget custom guitars, and 66% of the people agreed with that, because actually, look, it's not saying they are the only option, and that you can get some like luthier built brilliant custom guitars that are like a fraction of the Fender custom shop and 100% more custom. But they are good budget custom guitars. 66, 66% of people agreed with that, so it is official. And massive thanks to Ross for taking the time out and sending in the voice memo note thing. And I'll tidy it up in the edit to make it more of a seamless transition. So, but by this point, you listeners, you're not going to know any of that. What
you've done there is you've had a conversation with me that the listeners won't understand.
Indeed, right. So this week's hot take is a little hark back to an off the cuff joke that we made. So this week's hot take is hot cake? Question mark. So
hot cake, yeah.
Yeah, give us a bit of give us a bit of background on this. What is the hot cake, Matt?
So Crowther Audio Hotcake, I think they're a New Zealand-based company, if I remember rightly. You're nodding your head, so I'm going to go with yes.
Yes, yeah.
And I don't know exactly, but basically, I assume the guy who has invented it was the one that... So basically, somebody had an AC30 and it didn't play well with drive pedals that they had, and they wanted to create the best drive pedal for the AC30, and that's how the hotcake kind of came to be. And there's been different iterations, and there's still I think you can still buy two different versions. I think is it a blueberry mod or a blackberry mod? Or
the blueberry is the one with the internal dip switches.
Yeah, but I mean the standard one basically it's a drive pedal that you can put in front of an AC30 and it will always sound good. It doesn't matter whether you're low gain, medium gain, high gain.
Yeah.
Like it plays with the AC sound. It's specifically designed for that, and it works with other amps as well. And like Steve,
False.
Steve that we've spoken about on the podcast before that I've been down and played a few. He always has one on his board, and he tends to use it in front of other pedals. So he'll use it to drive another drive pedal. Which is an interesting way. I mean, I tend to have it as kind of like, this is my main sound, and I would colour it with a tube screamer into the front end of it, but Steve would use it the other way, where he uses that to colour other drive sounds, which, I mean, it definitely sounds great on his equipment, which, is all well and good, but kind of, for me, it's that, if you've got a Vox AC, it is the drive pedal to have, because you can get high gain sounds. The only other high-ish gain pedal I've ever got to work really well with the Vox AC was the Brexit Means Brexit.
Yes.
Which I managed to kind of get going all right with the Vox, but the Vox is very, very particular about what you do in front of it.
Yeah, it's got a certain mid-range characteristic which is unlike a lot of other amps, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm not 100% sure, and you're probably right. It will be the tonal shaping of the amp itself, but a lot of pedals. I mean, I remember buying the Marvel Drive V3, which everybody was raving over as like the best Marshall in a box sound.
Yeah,
and it sounded like my Tone City Golden Plexi in front of the Vox, in that they both just made it sound a bit like a shit Marshall. It didn't matter what you did with the tone controls or the rest of it. It's just, if you had the gain above 0, it just sounded a bit wank. And it's like, this £200 pedal's useless to me. So yeah, like the hotcake it's a drive pedal I'll never sell. Like mostly at the moment, I'm using like British handmade pedals from either Joe at Hello Sailor or Adam at Chevertone or Stu at Tate Effects.
Yeah.
But I think, bearing in mind that I've got the Vox back now, and that I still haven't actually plugged in yet to check that it's working. We've talked about this for a month at this point, but I need to do that because I'm like 10 days away from my next gig. So that has to happen soon. And I'm almost certain that even if the Preacher does sound good through it, I'll probably end up with the hotcake back on the board because it is just the best.
Yeah, why would you not go for the thing that's designed specifically to work with ACs?
Yeah, and I personally quite like it. I used it as my main drive in front of everything else that I had for a little while as well. So I used it in front of the Hayden when I was using that. I used it in front of the Origin 20 when I was using that. I'd probably taken it off the board by the time I was using the Studio Vintage, but I'm sure it would sound good. I mean, to me, I like the sound of it, even if it's not going into a Vox. But going into a Vox that's what it's designed for, and it sounds incredible.
Yeah. So that's the use of it that I didn't get a chance to use because I bought a Crowther hotcake. So it was about a year or so into doing the budget pedal chap thing, and I thought I'm champion, like I'm a real champion for the cheap Chinese stuff, but I haven't had a great deal of experience with more expensive drive pedals. So I bought a Crowther hotcake because I'd heard that you'd spoken about it quite fondly, and I bought a J Rocket Archer. Like just on the used market, they were going for a pretty decent price. So I bought those two, thinking like these are pedals that people like genuinely rave about almost unanimously. They're almost considered like this is a good clon, and like the hotcake is considered to be a good drive. And I thought, if I'm going to start with like the boutique pedal collection, that's a good place to start. Now, within about 6 months, I'd sold both of those pedals. So I tried the Archer. I tried. It sounded fine, but I was like, this pedal is worth about 3 or 4 of the cheaper ones, and I'm not getting any better a tone out of this than I would be out of those cheaper ones. Like it's a more versatile tone. Don't get me wrong. I could get more different tones out of it, but at the end of the day, I'll set a tone that I like. I'll stamp on it and I get that tone. So I thought I'm wasting my money here having this, and I'm not really the biggest Klon fan as is. So I was like, okay, I'll get rid of that. And the hotcake, through whatever amp I was putting it through, generally like Marshall sounding kind of clean tones, is what I was running at the time. Like the Black Star stuff, which is generally quite Marshall sounding.
Yeah.
Whatever I did with it, it was always too dark.
See, that's weird because is it? I can't like. It's probably 6 months since I've used it. Is the tone control called presence on the hotcake? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure they don't call it tone; they call it presence. I tend to run that slightly darker than Unity.
Okay.
So, it shocks me that you're saying, because I mean, I guess I was running it into the top boost channel of a Vox, so it's a fairly bright channel. But like, I was taming the channel with the hotcake, so I'm surprised you weren't getting enough top end, or you were finding it a bit dark.
Yeah, so it's like I'm having to search my mind back quite a while now, but
it's probably like 4 or 5 years since you've had one.
Yes, so I remember it being like you could like the presence control you could turn up and you could get some clarity out of it, but you were still getting this weird mid-range thing that you weren't quite like defining the notes, and it was always there. And I think that's where the Vox would bump that specific mid-range characteristic.
Yeah, quite possibly. It's also odd though because there's clean signal within the output of the hotcake, because that's one of the things that they said that they do to make it work with the Vox, is that there's enough of your clean signal in there that you get a bit more clarity. Yeah,
I don't know. Like it was a while ago. I tried it. I really tried to love it because it was this thing that everyone was going, yeah, this is cool. And I found it just didn't work with the pedals that I want.
To be fair, I see them a lot less than I used to. Like they were all over the place for a while, and now, unless Steve posts a board I don't see them at all. Like I've still got, obviously I've got one that will go back on the board when I'm using the Vox, but yeah.
It might be worth me like finding one on the used market and giving it another go, seeing what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you might have a different experience, or maybe even try and find one with the mod to see if that.
Yeah, so the one that I had did have the Bluesberry mod, and I didn't mess about with that, so it might have been that the Bluesberry mod was engaged, and
and that might have been your problem.
Yeah, because like I'd opened it up and it had the 2 dip switches, but I wasn't very confident with what I was doing back then.
Yeah,
so I was just like, I'm just going to leave those 2 alone because they look fine where they are. But yeah, I think one's a buffer maybe, and the other's the Bluesberry mod. But I don't know. It was a long time ago. But it like the hot take is very vague, so we can interpret it however we want. Hot cake.
I mean, my final thing I will say is I haven't seen a clone of a hotcake. I don't think there's a clone of a hotcake out there. Take that as you will. I mean, it's not a clone of anything else as well, which is definitely a positive if you ask me, but that's just me. Like I don't even know whether it's based on anything. I don't know the circuit like at all. I don't know what the circuit is, but it doesn't sound like it's based on anything. I've not heard that it's based on anything, and I don't think that anything is based on the hotcake. So, like, take that as you will. Like, there have been pedals that are voiced to make a Fender amp sound like a Vox, but there's nothing that's voiced to play well with a Vox like the hotcake is.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, when it comes to unique circuits, you don't find many of them to the pound these days.
No.
And the hotcake definitely is one. It's one of these that I haven't even seen it on the DIY pedal community as well.
Yeah.
So there's not many even there. So, although saying that, I think I've got a PCB of a hotcake like half populated somewhere. I think,
so there is one. There's a thing out there somewhere. Then
but I think it was like an eBay jobby where like there's the one guy doing replicas of the hotcake circuit, and it's not with the mod as well. So I don't know, and it could sound nothing like it. So who knows? But like that, it's down to you. It's down to you now, listeners. If you haven't heard what the hotcake sounds like, go to YouTube and check it out because it's an interesting pedal, and like I say, it's quite divisive because it works really, really well in a very specific way. And I think, like, now that you've mentioned how Steve uses it as like a drive additive to another pedal, I think it could really work like that for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that Steve always swore by. Like, when I was trying it at his, and he was like, I'm surprised if you got a Vox that you've not tried one of these before. And I kind of mentioned that I hadn't. And then he lent one to me, and I then said, how many have you got? And he's like, I've got about 5. And I was like, can I buy this one off you so I don't have to post it back? And that's how I ended up with the hotcake. I think I was running a Soul Food as kind of my main drive at that time and just wasn't quite getting the sound that I wanted. And then, obviously, the hotcake was very different and was giving me the sound I wanted.
Yeah, it did the thing. It did the thing.
Did the thing.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. So, hot cake, yay or nay? Do you want your cakes hot or cold? Cold, cold. That is probably going to be the way that we'll word it this week. I don't know. Right, so we've got some news. We've got some news this week. First bit of news is going to be about Tosin Abasi's Ernie Ball. I don't even know what it's called. Do you happen to have the name of it there at all? Or is it just called the Tosin?
Kaizen? Kaizen.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the Music Man collaborate. Sorry, Tosin Abasi and Ernie Ball, Music Man, collaborate on Kaizen 7-string guitar. So I'm going to say it's called the Kaizen.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. I posted it up on my Instagram, and I basically asked, like, aesthetically, is this doing it for you? But we'll go into a little bit more detail about it as well. But first of all,
give you a clue. No.
Yeah. So, a friend of mine who happens to be a bit of a well-to-do touring musician these days. He's a pretty big fan of Ibanez guitars, and he made a comparison about like the top half of the body looking incredibly like the Ibanez Xiphos, which is
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so it's there's a reason you don't know what it is. It was produced for about 3 years in the mid 2000s. It was a bit like the Jackson, what they call it, the Warrior, is it? The one that's like a weird X shape.
Yeah. Okay, I see what he means now. I've just Googled it.
Yeah.
I did spell it with a Z and it starts with an X, actually. So if you're looking for the Xiphos, it's X.
Yeah. They came with a weird like chameleon paint job as well, like an orange to green paint job.
Well, I'll have you know that you say that they only released them for X amount of time. You can buy them again now in black.
Oh, shit. Okay. Wow. Go Ibanez. Yes. But yeah, the initial run was for about 2 or 3 years, and no one cared. Much like the Ibanez V blade as well. Like they did this weird flying V that was a little bit more metal orientated, called the V blade, and I really wanted one of them. And they stopped making them after about 2 years.
Just looks like a Jackson V.
Yeah, it does. It does a little bit. It's got the Ibanez headstock, and it's got the weird little points at the bottom of the
just to make it look really weird.
Yeah, points at the bottom of the points, isn't it? Like almost kind of.
It's like they're almost like barbs. Like if you stabbed somebody with the bottom point, it's to make sure that it does more damage when you pull it back out of the person you're trying to murder.
Yeah.
It's like a shiv.
It's like if a flying V was also a trident. Yeah, it's got that kind of vibe, hasn't it? Like maximum damage.
Yeah.
What were we talking about again? We were talking about Tosin Abasi's.
Tosin Abasi and his
so
weird guitar.
Yeah, so it's got some modern accoutrements, hasn't it? It's got like fan frets. It's got
slanty frets.
Yeah.
I assume they look like those. Are they Fishman pickups by any chance? Because they look weird.
Yeah, the Fluence ones. So look, this is a bit of a weird one because Tosin Abasi over the past 5 years has gone from having an Ibanez signature, having his own company, and now to Ernie Ball.
He seems to be losing strings as well, because wasn't his Ibanez a 9-string?
It was, wasn't it?
So he's losing strings and changing companies. I assume his own company made an 8-string, and he's just losing a string every time.
Yeah, maybe in like
it's a cost-cutting measure.
7th, 8th year, it'll be onto like regular guitars. Maybe
making a bass by 2025.
I mean, go for it. But he's one of these players who plays a bit like that, isn't he? It's not your standard quote unquote boomer bends.
Yeah,
as Tim Henson said. Like he's doing a lot of this kind of percussive slap and like really, it's difficult to.
I'm going to take your word for it because bearing in mind I've known who he is since that 9-string Ibanez signature came out and the guitar nerds went nuts for it. I still don't think I've ever seen him play, even on YouTube.
I mean,
I don't think I've heard of any of his music either.
I'm gonna put it out there right now, and I'm gonna say there's no joy for you to be had there. So you're in the safe spot.
Yeah,
it's confusing. I have listened to a few things, and I'm trying to. Because people tell me that this guy's like a super virtuosic guitarist, and he's like music theory nerd to the max kind of lark. I'm listening to it, and it just sounds a bit sporadic and a bit disjointed. So I find it really hard to like latch onto anything that I want to hear out of it. But you know what? It's not for me. It's not for me.
That sounds exactly like, do you remember about 2 years ago when you told me to watch a video about the stages of jazz? And after
Yes.
about stage 3, it's no longer listenable. But it's apparently still jazz. Well, it sounds like he plays stage 6 of that video.
I mean, there's some of that, but it's a lot of like random interval. There's like arpeggios and random intervals, and then tapping. It's like all these kind of techniques. Like, just think of YouTube guitarists. That kind of. I don't want to use the word pretentious, wanky nonsense, but I think it's out there now, so I've got to commit to it. I don't want to because it's not my thing. It doesn't mean that it is pretentious and wanky nonsense, but that's what my ears are picking it up as. So I do apologise if that's the kind of music that you are into. By all means, knock yourself out. Go watch another Tosin Abasi product video of the. I assume he's probably with Jackson this week because I mean this Ernie Ball has been out for like a week now, so I don't know.
I mean, all I'll say is this guitar looks like somebody has given somebody a ruler and a pen and described to them the shape of a Stratocaster. They've never seen a guitar before, but they're only allowed to draw it with straight lines, and this is what the end product kind of was, because it's all straight lines, roughly in a Strat shape.
Yeah, with an Ernie Ball headstock as well.
With a
pièce de résistance, give it the worst one.
Yeah, it is. It's the 4 and 2, isn't it? Oh,
and it's in like a horrible silver color as well. It's like it all just merges into one. There's no like definition between neck and body, and yeah. I think we are safely within the no thank you camp. But it's going to float someone's boat real hard, isn't it? Like this is the kind of guitar that the majority of people will be like, nah, I'm all right. But then someone will be, yes, this is the exact thing that I'm after.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
More power to you. Go for it. You do you. Right, so we've talked about Tosin Abasi. Now let's talk about something completely different. Harley Benton. Woo! They've done a Jazzmaster. They've done a Jazzmaster that fixes the problems of Jazzmasters. Sorry, John. So the things that I perceive as problems of a Jazzmaster is the pickups are not that. I mean, they're a sound, aren't they? But they're really bright and really brittle, and they're good for certain things, but not for what I want. So they fixed that. They've put P90s in it. They're much better. They've also like the thing that even Jazzmaster players complain about is the bridge system. Is that you need the mastery bridge for it, or you need a
Mustang
bridge for it to make
or
it.
Just get roller saddles, or
Yeah. Like there's plenty of fixes for it, but it does require fixing because the Jazzmaster bridge itself is just not made well.
No, I don't understand why they insist on still putting, like, Fender know that they can solve it because they sell the mastery bridge.
Yeah.
So why don't they just put that on the guitars? They know well, the answer is obviously because they know people will buy the guitar and the mastery bridge, and they get it with 190 quid or whatever they are.
Yeah. It's funny that, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
it just angers me.
Yeah, so like you put a comment out this week, Matt, which John had vehemently opposed, which was that the Jazzmaster trem just doesn't work, and like the wording that John had put on this comment basically said it works if you change the bridge, which was the point that we were making, but. I think the actual kind of the meaning behind the comment was that once you change that bridge, it goes from being one of the worst bridges to actually being like a really super stable and super comfortable tremolo system.
Yeah, it was definitely the intent was the tremolo system is great as long as you have the right bridge on there. And I think he was thinking about the thing as a whole, and obviously these Harley Benton ones have got fixed bridges. They've got the what's it called now?
Yeah, the stop bar tunematic combo.
Yeah, tunematic. Yeah. And like he's right. The Jazzmaster trem system is probably one of the better trem systems, providing you don't have a Jazzmaster bridge.
Yeah, there's no comparison between that and the vintage style synchronized trem system, because you do not use those. You just do not use them. And I don't understand why Fender insist on putting those on Strats.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to put a tremolo system on it, and you insist that you want a tremolo system on a Strat, go for a Floyd Rose. They work. They're fine. And
yeah, but nobody's going to buy them then, because the people that buy Strats don't want to spend 4 weeks changing their strings.
Yeah, and if you're like the rest of us and you don't use your tremolo system, just put a hardtail on it. It's fine.
Yeah, please don't just have one guy's fucking signature model as the only hardtail Strat you sell. Your Fender, for fuck's sake. Sort your lives out.
Yeah. But back onto the Harley Benton. It harks back to the modern player Jazzmaster from about 2010, I think, which was like a flat colour. It was like a stained mahogany finish. Jazzmaster with 2 P90s and a stop tail bridge. And I was very tempted to buy one because it looked the absolute tits. And it fixed all of the problems that I had with Jazzmasters. Harley Benton are now releasing this exact thing in some cool pastel colours with a pick guard. So it's a little bit fancier. And they're doing it for like 130 quid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why you've just found this now, because I've been looking at these for about 3 months, trying to stop myself from buying one. And the only reason I haven't bought one already is because I want a white one, but they only do the white one with the Jazzmaster style trem system.
Oh, no. I think it cropped up because they were releasing new colours of it.
Right, okay.
So those specific pastel shell pink kind of colours.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you got the website open? We can go through the colour combinations that are available now.
Do you remember what the number is?
No, I don't know.
It'll be like it's right. Let me guess. So Harley Benton,
JM or JAA.
It'll either be JA or it probably won't be JA, because Fender used JA for the Jim Adkins, don't they? So it'll be JM. JM 90. I'm going to go.
That sounds right. That sounds correct.
No, it's JA by the looks of it. JA 60.
Okay, cool.
So we've got Seafoam Green, Lake Placid Blue, Inca Silver, Dakota Red, and a baritone one in black.
Nice. So are they coming with white guards, or are they?
They all come with white. Oh, have they released a white one? I think they might have done. I think I might be buying another guitar. To the product
Live on the podcast. Nice.
Oh, they're not in stock yet, but they've released an Olympic white one with a stop bar.
My mate. I mean, if they did that, the Seafoam one with a torque guard, things might get messy.
So the Olympic white one's got a... Is that torque? Yeah, the Olympic white one's got a torque guard. We've got... there's more colours than they initially said. So Dakota Red with a white guard, Seafoam Green with a white guard, Lake Placid Blue with a white guard, Shell Pink with a white guard.
It was the Shell Pink one that I saw, and they've got slightly off-white pickups as well.
Yeah, and then there's the Vintage Sunburst. So I'm guessing that's two-tone Sunburst, although I can't really tell because it's a tiny little thumbnail that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Which has a torque guard on it. They've now got a black one with some active pickups, which is the same price, which is really weird.
Yeah, they've done... And
an Inca Silver one.
Yeah, they've released an active version as well as an active Flying V as well this week. That was another one of the news stories, but I think, in fact, that was about 2 weeks ago, so we're all gravy. So Harley Benton absolutely knocking it out of the park again, and giving us some options, basically. Giving us some options that maybe some of us who might consider a Fender have been asking for.
Some of these have got Alnico file JM single coils in, so some of them have got P90s and some of them have got Jazzmaster single coils in. That's
Oh, man.
interesting.
It's like a minefield now. This, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all called the JA60CC something, and then depending on the color, they've got different pickups. That's annoying.
Ugh.
The white one hasn't got P90s.
Right. We'll do our last little bit of news and round us off for the week. So Toya Wilcox and Robert Fripp, for quite a while, I think probably since lockdown, have been doing these like weird Sunday lunch videos, basically, where they play like a variety of pop songs or like pop, rock, sometimes even metal. I think they did Enter Sandman at one point, but with a like weird little tiny practice amp and not really a lot of gain. But you know what? He soldiered through anyway. So we never made comment on this because why not? Like, why would we? But I think it's time that we kind of weigh in on the Toya Wilcox, Robert Fripp. I think recently Robert Fripp made a statement about it because it's a well received video series, but then it's really polarizing as well because some people really kind of rip the piss out of them for it, and like there is scope for that because it's quite a strange concept. And Robert's gone on record of just going, yeah, why would I give a fuck about what those people think? So like, my man. What are our thoughts and opinions on this crazy?
I mean, for me, it's just a bit of good fun, isn't it? Like, he always just stares at the camera, which just is mildly off-putting, but at the same time, just what's going on here? And she's always scantily clad. Is the
it's got more and more scantily clad as the videos went on. Like when it initially started, she was like she'd be wearing quite fitted clothes, but there'd be a lot covered up.
Yeah,
and then it's got to a point where, like you'd mentioned, there was a video that you were shown where she was basically holding her
boobs, so you couldn't see her nipples.
Yeah. Like she was like making it so that she could still broadcast it on YouTube, but not by much. So yeah, it's become its own thing, hasn't it?
It has, and like I don't particularly go out of my way to watch it, but every now and again, like somebody in either of the bands will mention it, and you'll go away and watch that week's, and you go, either that was really weird, or yeah, actually that's quite hot, like quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
And like for a lady of her age, she has an incredible physique. I will say that.
That's a very kind way of saying it. Yeah, I mean she's well put together, and yeah, like especially for her age, she's got so much enthusiasm and so confident. You've got to admire that, haven't you? You've got to admire it. But I think the crux of it is they don't give a shit and they are having so much fun.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, they're two people who are clearly having a lot of fun doing this. Are just and the fact that they don't give a shit about whatever comments they get is fantastic as well. And they take the absolute piss. Like they did, I think they've done a Nicki Minaj song where they've dressed up as pussycats because pussy is in the title, and just like all sorts of like just completely weird shit. And it's just a bit of lighthearted fun, isn't it? Like, just let people do as long as they're not hurting anybody.
Yeah,
let them do whatever they want as long as they're having fun.
Yeah, and it's like really, really kind of quintessential British silly fun, isn't it?
Yes,
it's so like British silliness. And I'm all about that. I'm all about it.
And it's so over the top. And like they did an AC/DC song, and he dressed up as the schoolboy. And they, like I say, she dresses up a cat every now and again, and just like, they're just being silly with it and just enjoying themselves. Yeah,
more power to them. More power to them. And that is where we we get the end of this podcast. We've just kind of peaked the hour. Yeah, I might need to like edit down a bit, but we'll get the hour. We'll get the hour out of it, definitely. But what we're going to do this week, we're going to give a shout out to our Patreon backers. For as little as $2 a month, you can be part of this crew. And on this week's page, we're going to talk about Mr. Joe Bonamassa, because he's done a little thing this week, hasn't he? But we're gonna
been in the news.
He is, yeah. He's not selling another Epiphone signature. So,
nor is he selling some more flip-flops. You'll have to find out.
I mean, he might be selling some more flip-flops. I mean, I've not checked back.
He'll be selling the same flip-flops. What I mean is he hasn't released new flip-flops.
Okay, well, there you go. You heard it here first. And if you want to hear the big scoop, it's on the page. But we've got a new Patreon backer. We've got a new one. So
woo!
Indeed, woo, go you. You might have heard about him a little earlier in this podcast. So we're going to start off with Mr. Andrew Bimpson of The Rising of the Lights. We've got Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chef Tone Effects. We've got Mr. Doug Christ of 37 Effects, with Masters of the Cinematic Universe and the Just Surprise Me podcast. We have got Mr. Hugh G. Rection. We've got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. We've got Mr. Brian Gower of the Tone Jerks podcast and the Second Button podcast. And we have finally got a new Patreon backer, Mr. Ross Philpott. Booyah. Indeed. Woo, woo, woo. If you want to catch me online, I am BudgetPedalChap. You can find me at Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. YouTube is the home to the No Talk Tone series. This week, you got 2 videos. One of which is a No Talk Tone versus between a K-Lone pedal and the Joyo pedal, and also the JSA Dumbledore. Dumblemore. More Dumble, not less. It's a fantastic pedal. Check it out. Check out that video. And Simon has even commented in the on the video itself, talking about how and where you can get one. So that's really cool. Matt, where can we find you online?
Yeah, so the best place is in the group, really. If you want to just at me, my name is in the podcast. You should just type it in and I will be there.
Indeed.
But yeah, Twitter and Instagram at heel_MattQ. Twitter for now. We'll see how long that lasts, but things are going down. Things are going downhill over there.
Yeah, very much so. Like Jack White has left that ship, hasn't he? He's jumped off that sinking ship.
Yeah, there's plenty of people, and like I mean, I don't know if you've seen any of the stuff that's going on, but like,
it's been fucking
wiped
hilarious.
the value off some quite big American pharmaceutical companies. Like,
what a shame. What a fucking shame.
All sorts of other things go. Like when they first did that blue tick, and Tony Blair and George Bush were talking about how they missed invading Iraq. Like verified Tony Blair and George Bush accounts were talking to each other about how much they missed invading Iraq and what they'd have done differently this time around if they got to do it again, and just like. All of that, like, and I know that they've stopped the blue tick now, and you have to go through a different verify. But like, the whole thing is just a shit show, and I'm here for it at the moment. But like, it seems to be getting progressively worse. Like the amount of like just paid subscriptions. Like every single time I log in now, the first thing I get is an American Bible pushing company asking me, have I found God yet? That's in the first 3 things that I see every time I open the app, and it's starting to get a bit frustrating.
Yeah. I mean, how many times do you say, I've checked behind the sofa, you weren't there, that's as much effort as I'm putting in. Like, How much more do they need to hear from you with that? But anyway, that will be our Fret Talk podcast for this week. So from myself, Mr. BudgetPedalChap, from Mr. Matt Quine, say bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Woo! It will be a tatty bye, and good night for this one.
Bye.
Bye. Why did the toilet paper roll down the hill?
Go on.
To get to the bottom.
Yeah, okay, that definitely works.